Hi everyone, I am so excited to tell you that I have a new book coming out in October. It is called Where Jesus Prayed, Illuminations on the Lord's Prayer in the Holy Land. Where did this book come from is a good question, so I'll tell you a quick story. This time last year, I was on pilgrimage with 14 other pastors from Dallas and Fort Worth. And we traveled for 2 weeks through the Holy Land, seeing tons and tons of really amazing places, and it was a great trip. When we went to the first church that we visited, I found myself in a pew, being silent, trying to be present to the moment, and at the end of that time of prayer, I just felt like it seemed right to pray the Lord's Prayer, and so I did. And when we went to another church a couple of hours later, just a mile or so up the road, I again found myself in a pew, seated, trying to be present to the moment and pay attention to the place where we were and what we were trying to remember. And again, at the end of that time of reflection, I thought it seemed right to pray the Lord's Prayer. And I was so surprised at how different the prayer felt from one place to the next. I was just a few miles up the road, and it felt so different. So I accidentally happened into this practice of finding myself a quiet place in a pew, having a time of silent reflection, and praying the Lord's Prayer, and paying attention to the way that the prayer intersected with the place. What word or phrase kept popping up at me, and why, and what it illuminated to me about who Jesus was and how he was becoming so real to me in these places. When I got home from pilgrimage, I woke up the next morning and I went straight to the office and sat down at my computer. I had intentionally not journaled a lot while I was on vacation when I was on my pilgrimage, and so I didn't want to miss anything. I was so worried I was going to forget all of these things that had come sort of flooding into me during this time, and so I, for 6 weeks, just wrote, and tried to make sure that I got all of the thoughts and reflections down that I had had. And it really was for my own personal safekeeping to have those things written down. But at some point during that 6 weeks, I looked up from the computer and I thought, I think I really want to share this, actually. It was such a powerful experience. My words can't possibly do it justice, but just the same, I want to share this. I think this needs to be something that's not just held close, but is left open. And so, much to my surprise, it became a book. Like I said, it's called Where Jesus Prayed, Illuminations on the Lord's Prayer in the Holy Land. And one more really fun thing that's happened is that my good friend Carter is a photographer, and he went to the Holy Land just a few weeks after I did. And when Carter found out about this book, he said, "Hey, why don't you use my pictures?" You guys, I am so excited that he said that, because his pictures are beautiful, and you should maybe just get the book for the pictures because they are lovely. We looked at a number of them earlier this week, picking a few to send to Paraclete, my publisher, and I couldn't tell you what a good day at the office that was. I'm really excited that Carter's pictures are going to be next to my reflections and my words, and I'm just excited to share all of these things with you. So it's actually already up on Amazon for pre-order in a very skeletal sense, but if you're one of those early pre-order people, have no fear, it's ready for you. I do hope to keep you up to date on things as they get closer to book release time in October. We'll have a lot of fun things to do. I have lots of little giveaways and excerpts and stuff that I hope to share with you. So I look forward to doing that, and I hope to talk to you soon.